Blog Talk Radio.
Alternative facts.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. At 12:07 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, numerous unidentified objects of unknown intent and unknown origin were detected at high altitudes over multiple locations of Earth's outer space by the National Radio Astronomy Observatory, and these objects are presumed to be some form of controlled aircraft. It is not known if more of these aircraft will arrive, or if they will attempt entering Earth's atmosphere. United States citizens are encouraged to monitor local media outlets, as more updates will follow as information becomes available. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Attacks by the undead have been reported in several states across the country. The dead are rising from their graves and are attacking the human race. At this time, it is expected that more attacks of this nature will occur in several other states in the next few hours. The intent behind their attack is unknown at this time. He has been observed that a byte or exchange of fluids is a method of transmission. This is an extremely dangerous situation if they crave the taste of human flesh. It is not known whether this event will last for hours, days, or even longer. Stay calm, as authorities have been dispatched to deal with these creatures. An all-clear siren will be sounded when this situation is under control. Pacific Standard Time, nor is detected a long-range nuclear missile launch. This missile is believed to be headed in the direction of all residents within a 400-mile radius of this area should seek a fallout shelter immediately.
Welcome to Within the Chaos with your host,
Rodney Shortridge,
and co-host,
Robin Dalton.
Well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. You can listen in by going to blogtalkradio.com/withinthechaos, or listen in by phone. You can dial 323-870-4197. And you can also call in to ask questions to our guests at the same number, 323-870-4197. From deep within the heart of the Appalachians, I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you all for listening to Within the Chaos. My name is Rodney Shortridge, and I'll be your host tonight, along with my fiery redhead co-host, Robin Dalton.
Hey, yo.
And I can't forget my dark-headed co-host, Melinda Jack.
Hello.
I got to get Holly on that. She's supposed to be fixing my audio to add Melinda to it. And Holly, if you're listening, I kind of need that soon. But anyway, tonight our returning guest was going to be Bill Bean. But Mr. Bean had to reschedule due to he was going to be out of town. So we'll have Mr. Bean back on the show sometime in January once he confirms a few dates. Now I'd like to give a shout out to my cousins up in Ohio, Jennifer and Joe Shortridge of 222 Paranormal. If you get a chance, check out their talk show. You can find them on Facebook under 222 Paranormal. And I hope the fuck they're plugging me as much as I plug them. I'm going to have to ask them about that shit now. I want to give a big old shout out to the Facebook paranormal groups that allow us to post our shows on their pages and helping us get the word out about our wonderful guests. Also, the Creative Photo Club will be hosting a Christmas-themed photo shoot located at Tractor Supply, Bluefield, West Virginia. We changed the location because I started my own photography club due to creative differences with the other photography club I was in. So we'll be at Bluefield, Virginia, starting Saturday, December 2nd, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and on Sunday, December 3rd, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., and every weekend up to, I think the 16th, we'll be there 16th, 17th, 18th, or something like that, or 19th. And the times will be 11 to 8 on Saturdays, and Sundays 11 to 6, and on Monday and Tuesday of that week we'll be there from 11 to 8. And it's $20 for a CD. You get 15 to 20 different images. It's 3 to 4 poses, and you also get a copyright release form. So if anybody's got any questions, you can contact me at 276-970-1456, or you can email me at creativephotoclub@yahoo.com. So, Robin, Melinda, how was y'all's week?
Same old, same old.
Well, that don't say shit.
Well, I don't do nothing but freaking work. I mean, that's all I do anymore. I need a damn vacation.
Making that money, girl. Make that money. You know, it makes a man happy.
Bill gets it all.
Do what?
I said, don't matter if Bill gets it all. I don't see none of it.
Well, you're going to have to tell Bill he needs to back the fuck up.
Bill needs to go away. Because Bill is just driving me nuts.
Well, Melinda, how was your week?
Busy. It's that time of year. Everybody's getting loans. Holidays.
Next week's Thanksgiving, so everybody got to come out there and borrow some fucking money so they can eat.
They can have turkey.
And then they got to. They don't realize that turkey's going to cost them, instead of $20 at the store, it's going to cost them about $8,000.
It ain't even like that.
Well, what we're going to do tonight, seeing how the Bean ain't here, Mr. Bean, I figured that we'd just talk a little bit about ourselves. So first off, to let people know a little bit about us, and I'm going to let ladies go first. So, Robin, can you tell people a little bit about yourself that that they don't already know? Tell us something.
They don't already know me.
Yeah.
Well,
What would you tell somebody who's just meeting you for the first time right now?
Holy hell. Are you sure you really want to meet me? No, I'm just kidding. Something that I would tell, Lord, I don't know. All I do is work. My passion is the dead. And I love my kids and my grandchild more than anything in this world. And that's the gist of my life.
Okay, that's plain and simple to the point. How about you?
Oh, I have been here recently, and this is kind of due to Melinda and Holly. I have been looking more into the spiritual aspect of things. So that's my new little journey that I'm on right now.
And how far will that take you?
I don't know yet. I just started it.
Like they said, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. Okay, now how would you describe yourself to someone that just met you for the first time?
I'm a very giving person, loving person. A lot of people say when they see me, they don't know how to take me at first. They think I'm stuck up. And then they get to know me, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're like really cool. And I'm always joking, always being silly. I'm like a big kid.
Big kid now. Is that a commercial? I don't know how I would describe myself. I mean, I don't know. If you're intelligent, I'll listen to you. If you're a dumbass, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I mean,
well, I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, this conversation's over. I guess I'm gonna.
Damn, boy, that's the quickest radio show interview we've ever had. No, I'll just bullshit. Now, I get along with everybody. I've been in biker bars. I've been into the ritzy places. I don't really get along with those people. I'd rather be in a damn room full of fucking rednecks than I can a bunch of fucking rich ass fuckers. And I have problems with rednecks. But you know what? I can deal with them. You got somebody that's got a fucking $1 million yacht and they're sitting there bragging about it. And I'm like, don't turn me on. I don't feel nothing for fuck you. I'm glad you made the money, and you worked hard for it. But who knows did you shit on to get to where you're at?
Yeah.
That's how I am. I guess have a lot of compassion and sympathy for a lot of people, even though people that probably don't fucking deserve it, but I still do. Well, enough about me.
In other words, he feels bad for us poor people.
Well, I'm poor too. I feel bad for me too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why you feel bad for us.
Well, this past weekend we was all up at St. Albans and for the Vibe Radio Network public investigation. Can you ladies discuss anything that you experienced at that famous location?
Well, a couple of interesting things happened. For those of you that don't know much about Miss Melinda, she is a sensitive, and we've been kind of testing her as we kind of go along. And I must say, she really impressed me over the weekend. For some of you who may not know much about St. Albans, a little bit of history, there's a little boy named Jacob whose spirit supposedly is still there. And Melinda was asking me, apparently, I wanted to know how Jacob had died because she was getting, I can't remember, what did you say, the image, or you smelled blood? Or she was just getting the impression of blood, just blood everywhere. She said, did he have like a blood disorder, a blood disease, something? Well, I didn't know. So we asked around, and come to find out, little Jacob was sexually assaulted and had bled to death. And that is how the poor little guy died. And that kind of blew me away because Melinda picked up on it right away. So I must say, kudos, Melinda. Once again, you impressed me.
Thank you.
It's not often that we get people that actually say they have an ability and actually have an ability. I mean, it's just not. But, and also, I'm going to let you tell the story about down in the basement because that was a trip.
Yeah, down in the basement, you took me to the bowling alley, and for some reason, I just kept feeling head trauma. And you told me about the little girl and everything that it really didn't have anything to do with what I was feeling, but I told you that I felt it. Remember? And then we was doing the session in the ladies' bathroom, and was it you that asked the question about head trauma? And then the light went all the way up to red. And come to find out, the spirit we were talking to was letting us know that they had a lobotomy done.
Yep. So once again, like I said, you impressed me this weekend.
Only thing I felt up there was fucking cold.
You should have went to the basement with us.
And that's rare for me to be cold, but by damn, I was cold for 2 days after that.
I have been recovering with my energy for days since that, because it was just so draining. It was, it got to the point where I had to get out of there, and I actually threw up because it drained me so bad. It made me sick.
And then she went to McDonald's and ate.
Then I went to McDonald's and ate. Yes, I did.
Don't worry, people. She went ahead and got her some more food. I just, on the way back, I kept thinking, please don't chuck again. Don't chuck again. I just got the damn van clean. Don't be chucking in my van. It took over a year, but we got it clean. I had to pay somebody to get it done. That's beside the point. But anyway, I want to thank Ryan Jones and Holly Mullins for having us up there, and it was good to see everybody in the Vibe Network, and some of the people I hadn't seen in around a year, and some it's been a few months, but they all are, when we say we are like, good friends and family and stuff, I mean, that ain't no bullshit. We really are. I learned so much from each one of them, and they're all great people, and I appreciate them for having us up there, and Marcellus for having us there at St. Albans. I give her a big shout out, and hopefully we'll be able to do some more events up there in 2018. But with that being said, I talked to Rhonda Claudille of the Nickerson Sneed Home today, and Black Diamond Paranormal Society, we will be doing public investigations for on January 20th, March 24th, May 19th, and July 21st. We'll be doing from 6 to 2, and it's going to be $10 per person. And it'll be an hour tour investigation of the home. And also on July 14th, we're going in with her, and we'll be doing a Paracon. So I got to get on the phone and on Facebook or whatever and start my contacts and see if I can get some big dogs down here. Some of the people we've had on the show, friends that we made, and have us a big old Southwest Virginia badass Paracon like everybody else is having around us.
I mean, and it's an amazing place. So anytime any of y'all can make it down, I mean, the place is amazing. I mean, it's just awesome. There's so much energy there. You'll definitely enjoy it.
And the thing is, for me to be the most skeptical one out of the group, I feel stuff there, and I don't feel nothing bad. It's really, I feel more sadness because it's like, there's a lot of Civil War activity happened there because they made it a field hospital during the Battle of Saltville, and there's a lot of people that passed away there. And we actually, our first investigation, we got a EVP of a woman. It sounds like she's speaking, I don't know if it's like Old English or Scottish or Irish or something, but she's got an accent. And when we done the investigation this summer, me, Robin, and Melinda were sitting there watching the monitor while Scott and Jeff were upstairs bullshitting. And just out of the blue, you hear a voice saying no. And it wasn't just like that. It was more like a no. I turned around, looked at Melinda, and her eyeballs all big, and like, oh, shit. I looked at Robin.
So cool.
I looked at Robin, and she said her eyes open. I was like, did you two hear that?
Yeah.
And they're like, hell yeah. And, that's awesome when you hear EVP, when you actually hear it instead of just getting it on the recorder.
That's great.
It is, and it came a badass storm before that. Oh, my Jesus
It was
Christ.
a hellstorm. It was unreal. Because me and Robin, we were in the basement. He's down there, doing our thing down there, and all of a sudden the ice was just beating against the windows down there. Remember, Robin?
Uh-huh.
I think
was
that's
awesome.
What the energy. It really did.
And plus, there's it's a big ass porch. It's an enclosed porch that's been on the side of the house. And apparently, when that monsoon came through, water was leaking all down through that motherfucker. You wouldn't believe. You should have seen all of us running, grabbing bowls, pots. I started grabbing teacups, trying to get the drip some water. I mean, we were working our ass off for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I mean, damn.
It was bad.
And then here Rhonda shows up, and I tell her later, I'm like, you got to fix that shit. Holy hell. She's like, yeah, it leaks sometimes. Sometimes. It's like Niagara Falls in that motherfucker. God almighty.
She had a lot of dishes to wash. That's
She
all
said, I know. We
know.
piled it all up. There you go. She said, I'll take care. I bet she would when she walked in there and seen that. She's like, what the fuck?
For real. It's crazy.
We had everything trying to collect water.
We had trash cans. We had pots, pans, dishes, bowls. And like I said, teacups, coffee cups, glasses. I mean, there's that many fucking leaks. That it's like you think somebody shot the damn roof full of buckshot.
Well, and remember the first investigation we went on? You saw that light that nobody else saw, and everybody thought you were mad and ignoring them.
Oh, and did you notice when we was up there at St. Albans? I can't remember that guy's name, and if he's listening, I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. But he started talking about seeing something on the steps at the Nickerson Sneed Hall.
I wasn't out there.
You remember? Was it?
That was, Adam was talking about it.
Yeah, because I thought you was getting ready to say something about it because where I seen that light. And I tell you what, people, I know what the fuck I saw, and I'm not one to make anything up. I know what I saw, and the bad thing is that the people were coming out, the group was coming out after investigating the home, and then the rest of them were still in my van. I got out and, was standing there talking to them as they was coming, and I seen the fucking light, and I'm like, what? And the thing is, when you see something like that, you think you go running to it, you're just so fucking amazed that you're like, I can't believe what the fuck I'm seeing. And then you're like, okay, I got to get up there. Here we went up there, and, it was gone. I mean, we checked everything. We tried flashlights. We thought it might be we done everything to try to debunk it and couldn't debunk it. So that damn place has got some shit.
That's like the light bulb in the bathroom.
Yeah, Melinda had an experience the first time she was there.
You remember that, Robin?
Yeah, that was great.
It was absolutely awesome. Because the light switch wasn't on. There was no power to it. And then Scott, he actually took it down. When he took it down, the light was already blown. So there was no explanation on why the light was on. None whatsoever.
Yeah, that place is great. But I'm like Rod. You can feel the energy there. You can feel the things there. But nothing is. It doesn't feel bad at all. It's just. It's just an amazing place. I just hope that anybody gets a chance to come out and hang out while we're there just comes on, because I guarantee you will not regret it.
Oh no, it is a great place to go, and the lady that owns it, Rhonda, she's good people, and she's hot too, and that helps too. For if you're a guy, she's hot. Her husband's even hot. I've seen him, and I'm like, damn, he's hot too. What the fuck? Like, why are you all so hot? This hotness is terrible. Too much hotness. Well, anyway, what are y'all's plans for Thanksgiving coming up next week?
Work.
You got to work on Thanksgiving?
I do.
Well, I'll be
That's
sitting here eating
up
mashed
Bill,
potatoes.
just don't get off.
Well, I'll be hey, I used to work on Thanksgiving. It sucked ass. I hated it. How about you?
I'll be here watching you eat your mashed
That's
potatoes.
right. And I'll be watching you eating your taters too.
Well, y'all
You're gonna
just kids might be our mashed potato ass.
Well, I wouldn't say you asked it mashed potatoes. I would say more like mac and cheese. That's a good one. She's like, oh, beat his ass for that. Motherfucker, I ain't got no macaroni cheese ass.
What are you saying, Rod?
Huh?
So what are you saying, Rod? I got nasty ass?
No, I'm not saying you got a nasty ass. I'm just saying it's
Well,
like.
macaroni and cheese gets kind of grimy.
No. I'm thinking more like, thick and cheesy. You know what I mean. Thick and cheesy. You know how mac and cheese is. Jesus Christ. You took the bad out of it. I'm taking the good out of macaroni. What the fuck? Put a little ketchup on it. Shit, eat it all day long.
Oh, man.
So, I got some questions, a little bit of questions lined up. I want to get off this macaroni ass thing before I get in trouble. But, let's see here. Has any paranormal, and this is for both of you, because, I'm going to kind of interview you all tonight. If y'all got questions for me, just throw them at me. At it. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the ass.
Still all the cheese.
Still on that cheese, just cheesy ass. I'm doing the hand squeezy ass thingy too when I'm doing
getting
that.
ready to say that for those of you who can't see.
I'm gonna have to actually end up live streaming this and video and cheesy ass, just squeezing like.
Oh my God.
Thick and creamy. But anyway, have you all ever had a paranormal event that you feel like has been life-changing for you all? And if so, in what way? And either one of y'all can go first.
It's been life-changing?
Yeah, something that you feel like that you've experienced that, that has impacted you, whether it's been physically, emotionally, mentally, or even subconsciously, even your dreams or something.
Who's going first?
Go ahead, Melinda. I got to think on this one.
Well, I guess I'd have to start off by saying, like, me and my mother, we always bumped heads. We always were arguing and things like that. And actually, when she passed away 3 years ago, we were actually mad at each other, and I didn't have a chance to say I'm sorry. And that has absolutely aided me for the longest time. And then I moved into my home that I live in now, and a girlfriend of mine had asked me to take some pictures so she could see it, because I was telling her about how nice it was and it's so comfy. And so I was taking pictures, and I sent them to her, and she said, well, who was there with you? I said, what do you mean? I said, it's just me. And she said, well, there's somebody in your mirror over your mantle. And I looked at it, and I blew it up, and it was my mom. She was looking at me. And I feel like that was her way of letting me know that it's okay, that she loves me. And it helped me get past that, because one thing I also got from that is, like, no matter what happens with people that, that you care for, that you love, don't stay angry, because you never know. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us.
Exactly. Well,
okay.
I wouldn't say any. I don't know. When we went to the exhibition mines over in Pocahontas, I think that was the first time I actually got to experience what energy can do to you. and whether it was like residual of, what happened there, or if it was just the energy left there. I don't know what it was. But when we were in those mines, I was so overwhelmed with sadness. I mean, I cried. And so I go in places, I try to never underestimate what some of these places can do to you. And also, that was the first place that I ever saw my first shadow people. And I think after you experience those two things, especially, it just piques your interest more, and it kind of gives you the motivation to dig a little deeper. But I have to say that being the emotional part of that night is probably the most life-changing paranormal experience I ever had.
Well,
what about you, Rob?
Oh, what about me? I'd have to go when I was much younger, when I was probably about 12 years old. I think it's about 12, because Paulo was 8. Yeah, I was about 12 years old. I was out at my grandmother's, and I was sitting there watching TV while my uncle, I didn't know at the time, he was in the kitchen doing blow. And, I'm close to my uncle, and I'd always go out and hang out with him. He taught me, he's one of them, taught me how to play poker and craps and, all that shit, how to, how country people make a little dollar now and then. But the chair I was in sits in a corner, and to the left and to the right is, to the left is the doorway that goes in my grandparents' bedroom, and to the right is the doorway that goes into the dining room and into the kitchen. Well, I'm sitting there watching TV. All of a sudden, my grandfather walks out to the bedroom, and I can see through him, and he looks down and smiles at me. And I watch him walk in front of me and walk into the kitchen, and then I hear my uncle say, "Daddy." So I'm like, whoop. I just slithered right on out down the basement, and back home I went. And
wow.
ever since then, I've seen a little bit before that, but it's like since that moment, I've always seen things I couldn't explain. And then, I tell Daddy, and Daddy's like, "Don't ever tell nobody. They think you're fucking crazy. They'll ship you away." So I'm kind of, and how it's impacted is because, look, it's got me to where we are here, surrounded with great friends, and trying to do a decent job with a group, paranormal group, and a radio show, and being on TV. I mean, it's impacted my life a lot. Whoever thought seeing a ghost would change your life so much? Or ghosts, in my case.
And I think a lot of times, I think doing what we do also gave me a little bit of peace of mind after you were there with me when I lost my best friend and my daddy. And I think knowing what we do and knowing that there is something after this life, and knowing that it goes on, I think it gives you a little bit of a peace of mind when you do lose somebody. I mean, I think it actually helped me when I lost them, knowing, some of the stuff that I know from doing the paranormal.
Yeah, I mean, it does affect you, and it does change, I think, people's aspect of life once they, if they see or hear a loved one that's passed away, or even like a photo, something. At least gives you a little comfort that you're kind of like they're still here, or they're close,
or it's okay.
Or it's okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, next question I got for y'all is, I got a bad habit of giving everybody nicknames. So your nickname for me is Boo, and Melinda's nickname is Raven. Now, do you all know why I gave you all those nicknames?
I do.
I know why you gave. I think I know why you gave me that name.
Don't be saying something sexual now, because that's not true. I know that's what you all think, but it's not true.
Probably where I used to scare so easy.
The reason why I gave you boo, remember that time I said boo to you and you actually said you pissed on yourself? You squirted a little bit. You're like, oh, you're like, I just pissed a little bit. And I busted out laughing. And I said, from now on, you will be known as Boo. I gave everybody in the group a nickname. Some they know and some they don't know. There was one person we had in our group. She wanted a nickname so bad. She had one. I just didn't have the heart to tell her what it was. Because she reminded me of the travel velocity. Am I saying it right?
Travelocity.
Travelocity gnome. And I just didn't have the heart to tell her. That's what, But everybody in the group knew it. Except her. You know what I'm talking about. Now, you know what?
I know I do. I was told.
Jeff just asked me what his was.
Asshole.
That made him grin.
Well, he likes that. I'm going to have a plaque that says, my office, asshole. If you ain't an asshole, you ain't walking in here. So you going to tell us how you got yours?
My long black hair.
Yeah, there you go.
And come to find out, it's actually my spirit animal because I'm a Libra. So you didn't even know that.
No.
So it's actually on point.
I'm pretty good, Steve, sometimes. And Jeff,
y'all want to know?
Well, go ahead.
Y'all want to know Rob's nickname?
Oh, I got one.
What do I call you? He's my Snoopsy.
Snoopsy?
He's my Snoopsy.
Sounds like a damn gangster rapper, don't it? I mean, don't look like a gangster rapper, Snoopsy, walking around with a little teddy bear and all that. I mean, yo, people, Snoopsy's in the house. I mean, seriously, I'm like, can you give me something a little bit Snoopsy? And then when you say it in front of people, they're like, Snoopsy, who the fuck's Snoopsy? Snoopy? No, Snoopsy. Is that his cousin or something? Dang.
That's Snoop Dogg's brother. He don't claim.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Right, he's a Snoopsy.
His bastard brother. He don't even claim. Hey, yo, man, I don't even claim that motherfucker. My daddy was hitting all that pussy. Shit. Like all kinds of brothers and sisters running around here. Damn.
You and Jeff do too.
Me and who do what?
I'd say you and Jeff do too.
Well, have a bunch of illegitimate kids running around?
Yep.
Hey, I tell you what, when I was in high school and I learned about Genghis Khan, 1/3 of the Asian population is his kin. I'm like, I want to aspire to that. I want to have 1,000 wives and just pass up all day. Huh?
1,000?
Wouldn't that be cool? I don't want 1,000 wives. I just want 1,000 concubines.
Oh my God.
Be like, line up, ladies.
You might catch a concubine you can't wash off for the bees nowadays.
Yeah, I know. You better make sure you got penicillin or something. If you're allergic, I'm going. Next. Ajax can't get it clean. Next. That motherfucker, you open it up and it looks like a fucking flaming bush. Next. That motherfucker got to be clean shaven. At least a runway or something. God dang. I mean, if I got to pull out a goddamn chainsaw to get to it, then there ain't no point. I mean, like, you got a fucking forest in that. God damn, there's even critters running around in that motherfucker.
Good God.
Well, my next question is, what, in y'all's opinion, what do you think a demon is? Because, you know, a lot of guests that we've had on in the past couple of years, everyone's had their own little opinion, and it seems like they kind of differentiate from each other. Did I get it right that time?
Differentiate, yes.
It didn't sound like it. Differentiate. Put your fucking teeth in, Roger. God damn.
Spin out there, Junior.
That's so
to
weird.
me, a demon is, from my background, my religious background, plus what I have learned in the past 9 years, to me is a evil, dark entity that was never human. Other than that, I don't know what the hell it is. Because I've never encountered one, and I hope to God I never do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a badass, but I don't think I'm that badass. Have something sling me across the room. If y'all ever see that, I give you permission. Get the fuck out. I don't think I have to give you that. I'm pretty sure everybody else will be outside before I hit the fucking floor. I'll raise up and be like, where the fuck did everybody go? And everybody, Ron, we called 911 for you. I'll be like, don't shut the, and then the door slams. I'm like, fuck. This is how bad horror movies happen, man. You know the fat guy gets it first.
That's what I always said. If I ever see you or Jeff take off running, I'm going to make sure I'm ahead of y'all.
You see me running, you know it's bad. Because I don't run. I did that all them years when I played football, run, jog, and all that shit. I'm just lucky I could wobble to the van now. Okay, what's your opinion on what a demon is? And I ain't thinking nothing sexual either. I ain't talking about that little demon.
You know, I'm not sure because when I was attending, you know, church and Christianity, I mean, I had the same opinion that Robin just now spoke of. But
with that being said, with you being pagan, does pagans have demons or bad mojo or evil anything?
No, we believe it's an earth religion. It's everything, you know. I mean, there's balance. Obviously, there's good and bad, and as far as the balance, but I really don't have an answer for you on that one yet.
That's a good question. Huh?
Because I mean, I have experienced things that was negative, and I don't really know what the label is.
Most people's an asshole.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying, too. Because I know some people are negative, and I'm like, asshole. Yeah.
But when you're pagan, you don't acknowledge that. You don't.
Y'all don't even deal with the negative or evil or nothing like that?
No, that's a stigma that's placed on us that, you know, like if you're pagan, you're automatically worshiping the devil and sacrificing virgins. You know, we don't do that no more because it's hard to find a virgin these days.
No shit. Since you brought that up, that Roy Moore down in Alabama, he's taking all the fucking virgins. God damn. You got watching Republicans, they'll diddle, they don't give a shit. It's old enough to bleed, it's old enough to breed in their fucking book.
But but with that being said, it's like, you know, I'm not really sure because I'm kind of torn in that aspect because I have experienced, you know, evil things. I'm not sure what. I don't know if it's like she was saying, you know, the things that I have experienced has been evil like that. I know they weren't human. They were never human because the strength and you know, just things that came with that was just more powerful than, you know, the average that you deal with. So I honestly don't have an answer for you, but as soon as I do, I will. You'll be the first one.
All right. Look at that. Now I got her stumped.
Well, aren't you, Rodney, being the atheist or agnostic, whichever you would rather be classified as, that you don't believe in...
Pagan.
Yeah.
She said I'm a closet pagan. Yay. I got to come out.
Out of the broom closet.
Out of the broom closet.
Yeah, I mean,
bring
being atheist, what do you feel a demon is?
I don't even know if there's such thing as a demon. I just know that there's good and bad in the world, and there's good and bad people.
Mm-hmm.
And what drives people to be evil and gun down 50-some fucking people, or walk into a school and shoot 23 fucking goddamn little 5-year-olds, 6 and 7-year-olds, that's a demon. You know, if you want to classify anything as a demon, that's a demon. It's the evil, and but I've heard so many people say it's not the gun that kills people, it's the people with the gun. And you know what? You're absolutely fucking right. You shouldn't be letting people that are that damn crazy to have a fucking gun. I hunt. I like shooting guns. I like to have a gun to protect my home. But I'm not going to take a damn AK-47 and walk into a schoolyard or kill my fucking family or walk into a church and blast everybody. I mean, God damn, that's evil. That's evil.
What would you do with a military-grade gun? I mean, what the hell why are we, I mean, that's what I don't get. I mean, I can understand owning your gun, but what the hell do you need that for? I mean, that's nothing but trouble anyway.
Well, the reason why is in case the government comes after us, we can defend ourselves. Like the government gives a shit about you. They just want your money. They ain't going to come after you. I mean, these people are paranoid. It's that paranoid. And, I get in so many arguments on Facebook with people about guns and people on welfare or social services and health care. And it drives me fucking insane. It's like, this is common sense, man. They're like, why should the haves give to the have-nots? Well, because the have-nots is the fucking backbone of this country. If they wasn't doing the shit work, you're sure the fuck ain't gonna do it. You sitting up there in your fucking ivory tower, when these ladies and men that wipe ass with their grandparents and throw up and spit and sit with them while they're dying, or their kids are out on a yacht or vacation in Italy, fuck y'all. I'm like, damn. Remember, those are your parents. Those people that care about you. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have that shit. So I get upset about. There's a lot of evil in the world, but
So with that being said, I have a question. Mm-hmm. So with them being evil in their human form, do you feel like that maybe that those spirits that maybe give off that energy of evilness or malice could, because they say that what you are in your living, you carry with you into your death. So do you think that maybe
absolutely.
that those people that pass, maybe that there's just still evil people as in their spirit form, and maybe that's what we're feeling?
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure that's probably a big possibility. Big possibility.
Possibility. That is possible. Maybe they just, they gather the energy from the fear they create, and that's what makes them stronger. I mean, there's a million possibilities. But, definitely, if you're an asshole in life, you definitely go be an asshole in death. Because then you got ways to really torment people.
I wonder what that makes me.
Well, anyway, what's y'all's opinion about all this shit going on with all these big Hollywood elites and these politicians being these politician leaders being called out for sexual misconduct, sexual abuse, and so forth? What's y'all's opinions about that? Seeing how y'all two strong women.
Go ahead, Melinda, you take that one, because I don't follow politics. I very rarely watch the news, but I do know this. if they really did the shit they're being accused of, they should not be sitting up there in office because that's just ridiculous. But I don't know. Go ahead, Melinda.
Well, first of all, I would say when a woman says no, that's exactly it. It's no. But at the same time, with the whole Hollywood and power, women a lot of times they do things they regret in order to get their foot in the door. And with that being said, I mean, it could give off ideas to other men or other people in power that think that that's just what they're going to do. It doesn't make it right, but I mean, there's a lot of different, avenues you can go with that. But if they're being, mistreated, like especially like with the Corey Feldman and, talking about Corey Haim and all of them, you abusing children like that. I mean, you're sick. You should be brought down in every way. But
yep.
I mean, sexual abuse is sexual abuse. No is no. But you don't you can't play both sides either. You can't use sex to get where you want to be, and then when people think that that's still what you're about, then get pissed off because they're coming at you like that. I mean, I'm just keeping it real.
That's a good point. That's a damn good point. Well, my opinion is about it is that, because I've sat back and tried to do some memory of anything that I've done or said that someone could misconstrue as sexual misconduct or abuse or anything. And I've always tried not to, but I'm sure somewhere down the line I have. And it makes me feel bad. And, and I'm sure there's a lot of men out there right now doing that, self-reflecting. Have I done something, said something, or touched someone inappropriately that at the time it was a joke, but now 10, 20, 30, 40 years later, they're like crying and snotting around because, he abused me. I mean, granted, men need to be held accountable for anything wrongdoing, but if it was received, in my opinion, as a playful gesture or a joke at the time, I feel like you can't come back 20, 30, 40 years later and say, you did this to me, you're a fucking monster.
Right, I agree.
I mean, because I've got you girls' back. I always have. I sympathize with y'all through everything. But I do think some of this might be taking something as simple as, you're a teenager or you're in your early 20s. I mean, think about it. I mean, fuck, everybody's horny when you're in your 20s, big time. I mean, how many times somebody pat you on the ass and you're like, oh yeah, baby, smack that ass again, And then, when you're 50 or 60 years old, you're sitting there snotting around, and then you're ruining his life. But if it's ruining your life, maybe you should have brought it up sooner. I mean, I'm not. It's such a delicate rope to walk. And damn, you just fart and burp, or Jeff agree with me?
No, I was just going to say that, that's what puzzles me is why, because I'm a victim of sexual assault, you know what happened to me and all that. And I don't know how why you would wait that long. I mean, what do they expect that's going to be done now?
Well,
why?
There's no statute of limitations on it, so they can be prosecuted for it.
Well, I know, but what takes so long? That's what makes me wonder, are they just using it because of who these people are and they're bringing it out? I mean, if it's so terrible that it's ruined their life, it seems like they have done something about it before now.
I agree with that. But I still agree with, if it's that important for them to get off their chest, do it. But you better have the right damn reasons to be doing it. I'm not trying to defend that in Alabama. Hell no. I don't like the asshole anyway. But there's a lot of men out there right now. I mean, you girls think it's hard to get a damn dick now. If this firestorm keeps going, there ain't no dude gonna look at you. Ain't no dude gonna say anything. Ain't no dude gonna even ask you out. You're gonna be scared to death. So y'all better stock up on vibrators. All I can tell you. Because y'all ain't gonna be getting a real thing if this shit blows over. Well, my next question. Let's see here. What is your opinion on why spirits still linger and not move on?
Go ahead, Melinda. I gotta think on that.
I have different opinions. I think sometimes they linger because they don't know they're dead. I think if they die quickly, like a car wreck or they're murdered, I feel like they don't know. I think they need help, transitioning to the next realm. I think some of them feel like they don't, their job's not done. Do
you think a spirit could take out revenge on, say, if they've been murdered?
I don't know so much as revenge, but I think they can lead people who have gifts or abilities to help possibly solve the murder. I mean, you have mediums that are used for like police work and stuff, and I think the reason why that they're able to pick up on that is because that energy is still active. It's still there.
Yeah, I mean I pretty much agree with that too. I think it's just different reasons why they linger, and maybe they're not lingering at all. Maybe it's like a lot of people talk about that. It's like a stamp in time, or sometimes just a different vibration that we're on, and a different plane that we're on. I mean, there's just so many possibilities. But I think the ones that go to like people with gifts and leave messages and stuff like that usually is for probably something like justice or needing to leave a message, something like that. I don't think any of them would. If what I have been taught my whole life is true, which I won't know until my day comes, I don't see why anybody would purposely be stuck here unless there was a very dire specific reason, or if they just didn't know.
Good point. Okay, what is y'all's opinion on people claiming to have psychic abilities? And have you ever worked with someone, that has psychic abilities? Now, what you do is not psychic, right?
No.
Yours is more of a, what do you call it?
It's sensitive. I'm more. I
you
feel,
get bits and pieces.
I feel things. Sometimes it's a thought that'll come into my head, or I'll smell something. It's my senses.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. I see it. Sometimes it's like a movie. It's like deja vu. Even though I did not experience it, but to me, it's like I experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm not like that.
So what do you think, Rob?
I think Melinda is the first person with actual gifts that I believe is true. I mean, I have talked to a lot of people who claim to be, but nobody has ever been able to give me enough evidence that they are sincere or that it really, is possible. So until I get that, until somebody can prove to me any different, I have to say that I'm still very, very skeptical about psychic.
Okay. Now, have either one of you ever had an out-of-body experience or astro projected? If so, can you explain to everyone, what that means and how it affected you?
No.
Not that I know of.
I have. Scared the fuck out of me.
I was going to say, I know you have. Why don't you explain yours?
Well, it's when I was really, really bad sick and I was asleep on the couch, and it's like I woke up and I was about to hit the ceiling, and I put my hand up to stop. I'm like, what the fuck? And I turn around and look down, and I can see my body laying on the couch, and I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm dying. Oh, hell no, I am not dying right now. Fuck this shit. All of a sudden, the door opens, and then I just, like, fall back into my body, and I raise up, and I'm, like, gasping for breath, and I get my breath back. And my kids are just, they were little. Mm-hmm. And they're like, Daddy, you okay? I'm like, I think Daddy's just messing. They got me on fucking me up. But yeah, you know, I've had people tell me that, you know, if you can learn to control that, no, I don't want to learn to control. I don't like flying. And you think I want to just float around in the fucking air? Hell no.
That's on you to fly none.
It is a flying none.
I don't like riding in a plane unless something go around where I don't have protection around me.
You what?
That's just like where I'm scared to fly. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go flying around where I don't have nothing around me.
Hell no. Bad enough when you're in a metal damn coffin with wings. Who the fuck wants to just be floating around there like that? Now, if I had superpowers or something like that, like Superman, that'd be cool shit. At least I know I'm not going to crash planes. That's the thing. Well, what's y'all's opinion about Ouija boards and some paranormal groups using them and other people using them? What do y'all think?
Nope, and nope.
Well, that was pretty fucking easy. You?
I do not like them. I think you really, truly have to be extremely proficient to use those. I mean, you just can't. I have gifts, but I wouldn't use them because they open up portals, they open up doorways, and you're not always able to close them. And you bring stuff in, you know, and you might be talking to Aunt Sally, but Aunt Sally might have somebody behind her that's pushing her.
I really believe people give it the power. When you believe in something so much, you give it the power.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you. I think that it does open up doors that, you know, like you said, Sally might come through, but there's a shit ton behind her. Like, they see that crack, and they want to, I guess, communicate or come back into the. I mean, think about it. If you realize you're dead, mm-hmm. and you are able to see a way to get back to living, wouldn't you try every way to get there? Mm-hmm. I would. That's that. I think it's that part of us as being humans that constantly fighting to stay alive mm-hmm. at all costs.
Like that fight or flight.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fight.
I'm a fighter too.
I don't run. Like I said, I don't run no more. I didn't run back then either. When it came out to a fight or run, come on, motherfucker. There's 6 of you. I know one of you's going to hurt.
Real.
One of you motherfuckers, and I didn't even tell them. I'll be standing there going, okay, there's 6 of you and 1 of me. Yeah, I know you're going to whip my ass. One of you's going to hurt. One of you going to hurt bad. I told a guy that out there in Happy Mart one time, they surrounded me, and I said, which one of you want to die tonight? They, huh? I said, seriously, the first motherfucker puts their hands on me, that's the one's going to die. Rest of you might whip my ass, but one of you going to die. So which one of y'all ready to go to heaven or hell? Because I'm the man getting ready to send you there.
The Grim Reaper.
And you should have seen them all back it up like, oh, this motherfucker's serious. And I was like, you damn right I'm serious. Then finally, a couple of my buddies come out, hey, Rod, you need some help? I'm like, no, I got it under control. Get your asses back in there. And then they're standing there like, what the fuck? Yeah, they crawled back in their car and went back home. Suck mommy's titty, I guess. You had me cornered. Take advantage of it. Yeah, people, back in the day, I used to be a brawler. I still brawl. I can't brawl like I used to, but I guarantee I get one good hit in.
I'll just run over you with my car.
And that's saying something with our Jaguar.
Stay off the sidewalk.
Don't you be popping that ass up on the sidewalk. What was that? Wrong turn. Well, let's see. No. Oh, this is what I was going to ask. We were talking about Thanksgiving earlier. Robin, Melinda, do you all know where the term Thanksgiving comes from? And I ain't talking about Plymouth Rock. I ain't talking about the Pilgrims. I'm talking about the real deal. Why Thanksgiving has its name.
Educate me.
The reason why back during the 1800s, or it was early 1800s, when they were the army was going in and killing all the Native Americans in a tribe. After they slaughtered a whole fucking tribe, they always said it was Thanksgiving. They gave thanks, and they'd have a big meal for a great kill for today. So when you celebrate Thanksgiving,
that just bummed me out.
Well, people need to know the fucking truth. You know, when you celebrate Thanksgiving, you're celebrating the slaughter of my people and Melinda's people and all the other Native Americans out there. So, America.
Like I said, that really bummed me out.
Well, it's the truth. See, history is always, they want to think it's all fuzzy and warm and good things. No, there's a lot of bad shit about our history.
That's like with the term Redskins. The reason why the natives are still trying to get that name away from the NFL is because a lot of people really don't know what that means. They think it's because of the skin tone of the natives. No, it has to do with the scalping them, because actually the white man started that. They wanted to say that the natives were scalping. No, they were, because they were scalping them and bringing them back as like a trophy to show how many they killed, and because they were bloody, hence red skin.
Wow, I didn't know.
There's a lot of shit about the Native Americans that people don't talk about. You know, everybody, and don't get me wrong, black people have it hard. I couldn't imagine being a black man. I cannot say I can understand what they go through, or Hispanic, or anybody with a different skin color than mine. Even though I wouldn't really call me a white man, because I'm more red than I am white. But, you know, and I still get people make fun of me. Hell, Robin was with me one time when a motherfucker called me a guy. I can't say the N word, but I mean I could, but I don't want to. He called. He called. How do you say it? A red N word?
Yeah, red N word.
I said, what the hell is a red N word? And she's like, you know, she said, that's a Native American. I'm like, what? Huh? Fuck you, buddy. You know, I went, oh, Lord, was I pissed. I'm about ready to, you know, and Robin, everybody just calm down. He's like, hey, man, I didn't mean nothing by it. And I'm like, motherfucking Nazi motherfucker. And then he said, well, at least you ain't a Scottish N-word. I'm like, I'm Scottish too. I said, we're done here. I'm about ready to jack it. I mean, Robin's there with her kids, and, you know, his wife is like, okay, everybody just need to calm down. I'm like, I'm about, you skinhead motherfucker. I'm about ready to take your ass out.
She said, so I guess we won't be joining.
I said, you're absolutely right. I mean, you know, these skinheads, like I believe you have a right to protest, even though I may not agree with who you are and what you stand for, but you still, under the Constitution, you have that right. So them skinheads and them fuckers want to walk down Main Street, let them walk.
But with their Jordans on.
With their Jordans on.
They hate black people, but they're going to wear a black man's shoe.
Yeah, and their tiki torches.
Yeah.
And their swastikas and all that bullshit. But you know what you can do? You can stand on the side of the road and protest them while they're protesting. Mm-hmm. Peaceful. You ain't got to be fighting and killing and running over fuckers and killing. That's bullshit. Come on, man. We're better than that. That's what makes America great. Everybody's different. God damn, if everybody was the same, Lord, this place would be boring.
Very boring.
I mean, I like the difference. I like the difference in the people. I've learned so much, especially with Black Diamond. You know, the people we've had come in, we've had some cray-crays too. Good goddamn. But we've had some people in that I've learned a lot from. I've took a lot from them and care about them, even though they might have left because they're pissed off. But hey, they still part of me, whether they know it or not. Oh, I guess we're asking their question. Oh, have any of you experienced, you know, anything other than paranormal, such as, you know, crypto, like Sasquatch or Bigfoot or whatever the hell everybody calls it, or a UFO encounter or anything like that?
I mean, I've seen things in the sky that I could not figure out what it was. And me and my daughter one time, we were just, you know, we were trying to figure out something, you know, like, what is that? And the way it moved, it was not a plane. There's no way. There is no way it was man-made aircraft of any form.
Yeah, I've never really been big on UFOs and all that until it was a few years ago. I was actually living down in Newport, right outside Blacksburg, and me and Zachary were outside, and this was in the middle of the day, and over the cow field, I know that sounds, yeah, we were looking at the cows, and there was this, and exactly what I was saying, unidentified flying object. It was nothing like I'd ever seen, and it wasn't like a disc form. It was actually a very odd shape. And it just hovered there for maybe 30 seconds, and then it just, bam, was gone. And I've been wanting to see one ever since then, and I haven't. I guess I just want it too bad. So, yes, I do believe in UFOs. That's the only experience I've had. And as far as anything else goes, no, I have not had any experience with them. But I did read an article today about a hunter out in Colorado who says he was sexually assaulted by a Sasquatch. Did y'all read that?
Yes.
Now, that happened in Buchanan County. That somebody had posted it up, said it was in Buchanan County, here, right down the road from us. Said it was a female Sasquatch that was raping him, and two other guys came up on and shot in the air to scare it away. And it scared one of the guys so bad, the cops even said, dude shit on himself. He could smell it. Is that the same story, or is that a different one?
No, this is a hunter out in Colorado.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks like he's about what? How old was he?
I don't know.
I guess.
But I can't get the image. The image that popped in my head was just crazy.
I guess it's mating season for him.
Oh my God.
Ain't no way I could get a hard on for a damn big ass 7 foot tall hairy woman.
I've never seen a Sasquatch. Saw a German girl that needed a razor one time, but
that's the closest to a Bigfoot you ever
seen.
Well, I've experienced both. I've seen one time I was over Cold Creek hunting. Gosh, this is back in my 20s, and I walked around a trail, and I was coming around a bend, and all of a sudden I seen something kind of hairy when I was coming around. I'm like, what the? I thought at first a bear, and then all of a sudden I seen a small on the side of it, and we made eye contact. We was like from here to the band, and I just kind of froze, and because everybody's like, well, why don't these hunters ever shoot them when they see them? You know why? Because you can't fucking believe what you're seeing. You're scared. Your lunch is doing flip flops in your stomach, going, I don't know whether I'm going up or down, but and then when they look at you in the face, you see it's like a human connection when you make that eye contact, and it's like you see sadness, like, please don't fucking kill me, and I just stood there, and she turned her, she backed up a couple steps and had the smaller one, kind of took its arm and moved it back and went down over hill and was watching me, and I watched him the whole time, and I was just like, I sat down and I thought I was going to shit on myself because my stomach was making all kinds of noises and stuff. But it was just a powerful moment, and a moment I'll never forget, because I seen something. I didn't see no monster. I seen something just like all creatures, just want to survive. And with a little one,
Wow.
what the hell was that? You fart? Or are you sneezing or snoring again?
It's Jeff snoring. I can hit him in the head.
Oh my God. Now, as far as UFOs, now I've seen all kinds of shit, especially when I was on the road. I've seen lights and fireballs and stuff in the sky I can't explain. And one night I was coming through Arizona, me and another driver, he was in front of me, and we got up and, running together and, just talking about family, life, and all that shit. All of a sudden, this fucking green ass fucking fireball shot right over top of us. And I was like, fuck. I mean, it lit up the whole desert. I mean, it was just as green, like a lime green, weird shit. Now, it could have been a meteor or asteroid or something like that came in, but it didn't hit the ground. It just shot over across the bus and just disappeared. And then another night, I was traveling all by myself down through Arizona from Flagstaff to down to Phoenix. And I was listening to the Art Bell show, and the guy who does the UFO research, he called in that night from Seattle and said that there was reports of a fireball that the United States military was trying to chase down over Flagstaff and Phoenix. And I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, so what the fuck are they talking about? And all of a sudden this bright light lit up and that fucking fireball shot by. And then it was like 30 seconds later, I don't know what kind of jets they were, but man, they had the fucking blasters going because there's a big blue trail behind them. It turned so sharp that the jets had to, when they tried to make the turn, it's like they went to Mexico before they got turned around to come back up after it. And I'm sitting there going, fuck! Damn, this is cool. Just don't shoot no lasers at my truck. Don't blow me the fuck. I'm the only truck out here. Don't blow me the fuck up. You can find anywhere. You can travel anywhere. Don't be blowing up the only fucking truck on the road. But yeah, that was awesome.
And your truck was still in motion.
Fuck yeah.
So I
was doing about 70 miles an hour.
So when they show this stuff on TV where they say supposedly like it makes the vehicles cut off, that wouldn't be true in your case.
Not in that case.
Okay.
Now the ones where they, from what I understand, but where the vehicles turn off is when they're actually hovering over them or somewhere close and just hovering.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they generate some kind of electromagnetic field that, or EMF pulse that shuts everything off.
Okay.
But when they leave, apparently, everything will start back up.
Back like it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've never experienced that. I don't think I want to experience that because, I don't want to be probed in my ass no more. My ass has been probed enough. Yeah, I don't need no fucking little gray man sticking a hose up my ass. I've had enough doctors do that shit. I don't need nobody else. I don't need no help in that fucking area. But, next question is, how supportive is y'all's family by y'all doing this? But wait a minute, let me back up before I go to that. I want to talk a little bit about your paganism. If you're all right with that. It's one of the oldest religions on the planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of y'all's traditions, celebrations and rituals, all that has been copied by Christianity. Is that true?
That is true.
Now, how does the Roman celebrations tie in? Did they steal from the pagans also? The reason why is because Christmas, from what I understand, I know what y'all, a pagan religion, a pagan celebration. But I also been reading that it was also a Roman celebration. That the church is saying they actually got it from the Romans, not the pagans. But they both tie in pretty goddamn close. So, I mean, does the pagans have a Thanksgiving like it's been celebrated?
No, we don't have a Thanksgiving. No.
What kind of
the holidays as far as,
yeah.
okay. So we celebrate Yule, and that's what the Christians call Yule is that time where we we're just acknowledging that we had our harvest, and we have our food, and we're just sitting around, and we got a fire going. We're just thankful for the food that we've generated and the crops and stuff. We're just giving thanks to that and that aspect. And then we got Samhain, which is what they call Halloween. And Samhain is when we are honoring our dead, because that's when the veil comes.
Between the spiritual and physical?
Yes. And so we're giving respect and love to our dead, our dead loved ones, and plus too, with the veil being thin. I mean, back in the day, the whole dressing up and having scary costumes and stuff was to ward off, evil things, and the Christians had to come in and initially saying it was an evil, devil worshiping thing, till they realized they can make a lot of money by selling candy and costumes.
Capitalism and Christianity sound a lot alike, don't they?
And then you have other ones like Beltane, Ostara, Easter, and the whole thing with that is that it's a fertility holiday. That is when the maidens, young women, young girls, that is when they've had their first menstruation. That is a beautiful thing. It's something to be celebrated, because they are now able to, produce life, and that means they're also, able to now have a partner, a husband, or a partner, have whatever. Because you do hand fasting ceremonies to where you're not actually legally, but and that's where the whole riding on broomsticks came from, because the maidens, they would see that the broomstick, the handle of the broomstick represented the shaft of the man, and then the bristles represented the hair and the beauty of the woman, and they would decorate it with ribbons and flowers, and they would ride around on the broom in the fields. It was kind of like back in the day a dating service. It's like the guys would come around, the young boys, and they would see the women, and then hopefully they would have a connection, and then have a partner, and then so that's where the whole riding on broomsticks thing came from. But yeah, it's like they pretty much took about a little bit of everything.
Good old Christianity.
Yeah, I have had many debates, especially in this area where I live. They had told me that, because like I said, at one point in time when I was married, my ex-husband, he was Christian, and I went and supported him. I never felt comfortable. I never felt like it was something that was for me. And then, the same people that I see them out and about, and they know that I'm pagan now, they're telling me that I need to do this, I need to do that, because they're afraid I'm going to go to hell. But then I questioned them. I'm like, okay, if paganism is so wrong, then why do you celebrate our holidays? What does the Christmas tree have to do with your Christ?
Exactly.
It has nothing to do. What does Easter eggs and little baskets and dressing, your little kids up in dresses and stuff and going out and collecting, what does that got to do with the resurrection?
Damn right.
No, it doesn't. And even like in the Bible, it says in Jeremiah, I'm kind of doing my own little Cliff Note version here, but something around the idea of, don't go into the forest and cut down a tree and adorn it with silver and gold decoration, because it's an idol, and no idol comes before me. That is in the Bible, but yet they still do it, and then they want to down us, and I don't get it.
Well, that's just like the crucifix that Christians wear. Mm-hmm. That's an idol.
It is. It's a sign of murder. If you believe that a man named Christ was killed and hung up on that ain't no different than wearing an electric chair around you or
hanging noose.
A hanging noose or a guillotine or, whatever. I mean, it's a sign of murder.
Yeah.
And that's like with the pentagram. That's another thing. Actually, the Christians had the pentagram because it represented the 5 wounds of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I wear my pentagram, they're like, oh, it's the devil. And I'm like, no, the devil's not even in the craft. We don't acknowledge him. You give him more props than we do.
And Satan really is only mentioned in the Bible, what? I think it's something like 10 times, 5 times, not many at all. And hell is only mentioned not many times either.
But the pagan king in the Bible is mentioned 36 times. Cyrus the Great.
Cyrus the Great. Wow.
And he was actually referred to by Jehovah as the Anointed One. And that, translates in different languages as the Messiah.
Now, didn't Nimrod have something to do with paganism? He's the great-grandfather of Noah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I know I've read something about Nimrod. There was some type of connection there with paganism. Because, think about it. If it's true, we're going back. If the flood story is true, where scientists are saying that a world flood would be impossible, we wouldn't be here. Because there'd be just so much moisture in the atmosphere and stuff. It'd be a water world. And, unless we like Aquaman or some shit like that, that'd be the only way. But, some of the people that we've interviewed, they've talked about this great cataclysm.
Mm-hmm.
And what and these are scientists too, what they think and what the evidence is showing, that about 12,000 years ago, that asteroid or comet or something hit the planet, and probably the North Pole, South Pole, or somewhere. And especially when we was kind of like in a small ice age at that time,
mm-hmm.
and it raised the temperatures up so much that all that ice melted, which caused massive flooding all over the planet. And that also shows these megalithic sites that have been abandoned, these old places that date back. I've had them say, anywhere from 18 to 25,000 years.
But not to the point that is described in the Bible.
Right. Not what the Bible says.
Right.
That, only. But think about it. This is where the reason why I was hoping Ben would be on the show tonight, because, he's a big Christian and all that shit. And I respect that. I respect anybody's religion. But my thing is, if there was only one man and one woman, and then they had a baby, or babies, which we know was Cain and Abel, and, then I'm sure they had other kids, so they were inbreeding. Now, we know today, by science and the genetics, that if you inbreed within 3, 4, 5 generations, you're going to have deformities, mental retardation,
mm-hmm.
all this shit. So these people could not have survived. Now, let's go to the Great Flood. Now you had 8 people, Noah and his family. This is family. This is all blood. Same thing with Adam and Eve. Would it not be inbreeding again? So how the fuck can they say, and you think about all the different colors and all the different races, brown eyes are the dominant. Brown skin, dark skin, black skin, dominant. Where the fuck do white people come from? Where do blue eyes come from? Of course they say it's genetics, and over time, because of people in Europe were in a colder, and they didn't have to have the darker pigment and all that bullshit. It could be true. But
why does every other race have melanin in their skin except for the white?
And why does white people rule the world?
Don't get me started, because I was one of my friends that educated me on the idea of that.
Well, seriously, think about it. You're talking about people, brown skinned people, or black skin and dark eyes. There are more of them than there are blue eyed and white skinned people.
Mm-hmm.
But yet the white skinned people are dominant over all of them. and it sucks. But it is what it is. And then I don't like it, but
I mean, I'm not sure who wrote the book. I know a friend of mine was telling me he was reading it, and the guy who wrote the book, he this is him. This is not me. I'm about to say. He actually believes that when Satan, Lucifer, the devil, whatever, was jealous of God because he wanted his spot, you know, and so when God casted him down, him and his followers, that because the devil was jealous, that he wanted to create his own people. And he says that he believes that the white man came from the devil. The devil created the white man because they said that the white man is not indigenous to this planet.
You know, I've heard that before.
Yeah. That ain't me. No, I don't know haters out there. I'm just, you know, I just read a lot and I listen.
And the thing is, when people start talking about, you know, Satan and, you know, what, a third of the angels God cast out of heaven, the thing I get is, well, God's all knowing and all powerful. Well, why create something if you knew it was going to turn on you? He knew that it was going to do this. Why create sin? You create something. I mean, why put the tree of knowledge in the tree of life in the Garden of Eden, and then tell them not to eat from them? Well, what the fuck?
It's like making cookies and putting it on the counter and telling the kids not to touch it.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I've been saying for years.
You can look at it, but don't touch it.
You know, kid, and if Adam and Eve is the mind of a child, which
they were supposed to have been innocent,
right,
pure,
and pure.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, when somebody comes up to them and says, "Hey, you know, eat from the tree of knowledge, you'll know more than what God knows." Fuck yeah, give me a bite. I mean, shit.
I mean, there's a lot.
And you women catch hell for it for dragging men into it, but man made that choice too. You know, if you want to go by the Bible, and then you realize you're naked, what the fuck is that got to do with anything? I mean, my shit's showing. Oh my God, I'm embarrassed. What? Even if you did eat from the tree of knowledge, I don't get that part.
True. I mean, what the knowledge is saying that you're not naked and you must cover up. So you were already sinning before you had the knowledge.
Yeah.
If the tree of knowledge is telling you that is wrong, you were doing it already.
And see what? And if you read, you know, if people will really pay attention to the Bible, Eve was not the first woman that was created. Lilith was. And the reason why Lilith, what I understand, what I've read, the reason why she's out doing her thing is because she wouldn't be subservient to Adam and be underneath him. She wanted right on top. That's something. Why not? Fuck, would he turn a woman down on right on top? Jesus Christ, I want to get up there and bouncy all damn day long. Damn. Lord, fuck that on top. I get tired. Lord, arms start shaking. Scared that I'm gonna fall on and crush them. That's scary. You know, who wants to hear a woman, get your ass off me? I can't breathe. So, Rob, you got any input to that? Seeing how you're a Christian.
Well, you know, when that's all you've ever been exposed to in your whole entire life, up until about 9-10 years ago, it's hard to think of anything else because it's almost like it's embedded in my brain. But I have witnessed and seen so much in the past few years, and like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, you know, I'm kind of starting this new journey, more of the spiritual side of things other than the religious side of things, because even though I still do believe in God, heaven, hell, all that, I believe there's more to it. I believe there is more spirituality to it. And growing up, you know, like I said, it's been beaten through my brain, but at the same time, there's always been so many different versions of it that I'm always questioning. So, I mean, it's something I don't know, I get confused on. I've always been confused on it. and nobody will give you direct answers when you ask. So now I'm just kind of more into the spiritual side of things, and I'm trying to not really remove religion from it, but just kind of put that to the side and try to explore the spiritual side. I don't know if that even makes sense. But I have gotten more answers from the spiritual side of things than I have the religious side of things, if that helps anything that I'm trying to say.
Oh, it does. And see, and I hate to come back to guns, but, after all these mass shootings, what is the first thing everybody says? Their thoughts and prayers go out to the families and the friends and victims and all that shit. Well, apparently all the praying in the world ain't stopping it. We need people who's going to actually stand up to the NRA and the lobbyists and actually pass some fucking legislation that will help protect everybody from these motherfuckers. I mean, granted, it's not going to protect everybody. It ain't going to stop everybody. But goddamn, you got to try to do something. You can't just sit on the sideline and just watch it just fall apart. Either speak up, or get the fuck out.
Well, I mean, even they're never going to be able to completely stop it. But I'm like, if you do something to make it harder to get these things and to do these things, it's going to deter them a little bit. I mean, they're making it way too easy to go out here and kill these kids and shit. It's just ridiculous.
It is. It's a terrible time. Okay, next question. Unless anybody's got anything to add or take away. No? Okay. How supportive is y'all's family with you all being a part of, Black Diamond and now the radio show and the things in your life like y'all's religious views and your spiritual views and such? I mean, I catch a lot of hell on my side of the fence, but, how about y'all?
Well, I don't really catch a lot of hell. Like, my mom worries. Like, she's scared that something's gonna, come home with me and, eat my face or something. That's how she acts. But my kids, my kids just think it's awesome. They love the paranormal. Of course, Jeff is right there with me. But you always I notice the older generations in my family is the ones who have the biggest issue with what I do. They're like, oh my God, you're playing with dead people. That's a Satanistic thing to do. But my main family, my immediate family, they're real supportive. And really, y'all are as big a part of my family as my blood relatives are. So y'all just crazy as I am, so I ain't got to worry about your opinion.
Well, fuck you. I got an opinion whether you like it or not.
I said you're just as crazy as me, so it don't matter.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, you.
Well, my mom's side of the family, they're native, so the Native American beliefs and the pagan and shamanism, that they're all like cousins anyway. I mean, they're intertwined with each other in so many ways. So they, as far as my pagan beliefs, they never had a problem with it. But as far as around here, I have more problems out of friends and people I've spent time with in my past with my paganism and the paranormal and stuff, because it is so Christian based around here. It's you can't be different. You can't stand out because you're either going to be talked about or killed or try to be brought down. And that goes across the board with just about anything. But I'm just very thankful to be in this group because people in this group are so accepting. And with what Robin had said earlier, with believing in me, that means a lot. That means a lot to me, because it's sometimes it's hard, Rodney.
Sometimes it gets hard.
I give up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't. I'm sorry. Blame it on Brianna. She popped up a message right there, and I went to look at it. Next thing I know, I see, hey, baby. How you doing? Okay. Do you ladies have any hobbies that you, anything y'all like to do in your spare time?
I don't have any spare time. I'm ghost busted.
I'm sure there's something you all like to do, even for a good 3 minutes or so.
Well,
Robin?
now.
I'm
I'm like Melinda. What spare time between work?
Y'all bring out Buzz Lightyear now and then. Come on.
No, Tyrone's been on the shelf for me.
Hers is Tyrone. I guess yours is Jeffrey.
I might get a good 5 minutes here or 5 minutes there, but it ain't nothing spectacular. I'm too damn tired. I'm too old for spectacular. I don't get fireworks no more. I might get
Just hit it and get it and roll over and go to sleep.
Yeah. It's like, you got 5 minutes. You better get done because I got to go to bed. I'm tired.
Oh, my God. So you're a dead fuck, huh?
No,
I got
I'm weird boring.
You got that little cooker
But when
time.
I'm real tired, no.
You're dumb, bitch. No, I ain't. Yes, you are.
Nah, the only thing I do besides take care of kids, and I've been listening to a shit ton of audio here lately. I've been doing a little bit of writing, but other than that, sleep is my biggest hobby that I have because I don't get much of it anymore.
Never thought sleep was a hobby, but apparently you two girls are getting really good at it. Melinda's been wore out this week. She said she thought she'd been doing sleeping.
I think it's because of, Saturday.
Oh,
It just
okay.
drains you.
I was thinking of a different part.
I mean, Robin, she was there. She saw how it just pulled from me. It was hard.
Yeah, she was puking and shit. She didn't look so hot there for a minute.
Did you have to kill that moment for me? Thank you.
You're me.
Thank you. Oh my God. I was having a moment. You should have seen her kicking everywhere. She looked like shit.
I didn't say she looked like shit. I said she didn't look so hot there for a minute. I thought she might pass out or something.
Oh, let's just be honest. Well, we're down about 14 minutes, so y'all got any questions for me before I start wrapping this up? Well,
Do
don't
you still
everybody
love his partner?
Oh, I love some more than they know. Anything else? What?
Because I'm too tired to think.
You got any questions for me?
I'm good.
Lord mercy, I must be so much an open book. Ain't nobody got a fucking question for me. God damn. Okay, then what are y'all plans for, Christmas and New Year's and for the year 2018? And don't say sleep, because we pretty much got that.
Okay, worked. No, I have to say, I am actually looking forward to Christmas this year because for the past few years, I haven't really been in the Christmas spirit. It's almost like the magic of Christmas has been gone for me. But I'm really excited about Christmas lights and trees and stuff this year because I really want to see Declan's face. I want to see his expression with all the stuff that goes on during Christmas. That's what I'm looking forward to.
How old is he?
He will be 6 months old for Christmas. The lights are going to fascinate him.
He's just going to sit there and just look at him like a stoner. He'd be like, here, let me smoke some more weed. Maybe I'll figure this out.
Let me tell you, there's nothing better than being a grandma. It has been the greatest thing in the whole world. I mean, I didn't want to be a grandma. I didn't want my daughter to have a child. She was nowhere near ready. But I'm telling you, that little boy just makes my whole world spin. I can't wait to see when he sees the Christmas trees today. And I know he won't really know what's going on, but I will, and it'll be fun.
Well, give him about 16 years, you'll be called great grandma.
No.
You called grandma way too early. You're gonna be called great grandma. I bet you'll be called great grandma before me being called great grandpa.
Oh, hell no.
I'll bet you on that.
Hell no.
Hey, half pint's under my one.
That one better be my only grandchild for a long time.
Oh, your boy's gonna call around. Don't worry about it. Your boy's you're gonna have more grandbabies than me.
Nah, my boys are still virgins. They know better. They're good boys. They know that you got to wrap it before you tap it. And not just because you worry about pregnancy. They got to worry about shit that won't come off with Ajax.
Yeah, but once that rubber falls off and they slide it in that one time, they're like, oh, hell no, I ain't never putting the rubber on again. Well, you get it.
My babies ain't ever going to have sex. Do you hear me?
Hey, I've already talked to Jacob about it. I'll tell you, I said, when you feel that
I know.
hard dick, I said, that is the best feeling on the fucking planet. He's like, really? I said, oh, God, yes. I said, you'll sneeze all up in that.
You do realize you're my 15-year-old's best friend, right?
I know. I try to teach him the way of being a real man. Sneezing up in that thing.
To stir and sniff before you pull them down.
That's it. Stir and sniff before you pull it.
That's the real.
Hey, I walked away from a many of them that was toxic. The fumes about blinded me.
Oh my God.
Any of you ladies out there that know me, you know what I'm talking about. You can call in at 323-870-4197 and we'll talk about it. And I will tell you whether you was a toxic. Robin ain't got no comment on that. Are you there?
I'm here.
What? You sitting there and all sound like you all disgusted or something. Am I making you sick?
It's just knowing that you've shared this advice with my children.
Hey, somebody had to step up and tell them the ways. I mean, damn.
Birds and bees talks with them.
It ain't about the birds and the bees. That's fucking bullshit. That's back in 1950s.
Tell them if the finger comes out, half is gone.
Yeah, the finger comes out and half your finger's gone. Dude,
it's a no-go.
It's a no-go. You better run. Because you stick your little pecker in there, it'll melt that motherfucker right off, too. Jesus Christ. I could hear Zach, well, I got a big pecker. Oh, you want after that? You be a regular old Joe then, bitch.
Just one word.
This has been fun. I've enjoyed tonight. It's been good. Let me see. What can I say? Good talk with Robin, Emma, Linda, and Rodney here on your Thursday night Network.
I'm Blog Talk Radio.
That's what I'm trying to go for.
The love doctor, Delilah.
Delilah. Or I could say, I'm sitting here with my Chardonnay. So yes, it's real important. It's very important that you got to get that all juiced up before you, because you don't want to dry fuck that, because that shit tear your little pecker up.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to get that juicy and all moist, drip. You got, you make things in the, it'd be high stepping, look like fucking Hitler walking down through there. Hey, yo.
Oh my God.
That sounds like a Jew. No offense to any Jews out there, y'all cool too. So, I would say, do y'all have a website? But you know what? You do. Mine.
Yes, it's blackdiamondps.org, or you can find us on Facebook.
Robin's just going to fucking just jump in on this. She's like, shut him down. Cut his mic. Cut his mic. What, cut my dick?
No, I was going to say, you know the difference between a Harley and a moped.
Yes.
You remember me telling you?
Yes.
Do you know the difference, Robin?
No.
Do you want to know?
Of course. Educate me.
Okay, the difference between a Harley and a moped, right? A moped,
Yeah.
It'll get you where you want to go, but you don't want to be seen on it.
Well, hey, do you know the difference between a drug dealer and a prostitute?
Nope.
A prostitute can wash her crack and resell it.
Hey, when I was on the truck, when I drove a truck and I was at these truck stops, I've seen many of them. You know what they would do? They'd get out of a truck, they'd find a mud hole, and they'd think nobody was looking. They'd squat down and they'd wash off the puss and go into another truck.
Is that how the term bird bath?
I think so. And I'm sitting there going, hey, you a nasty, nasty hoe. The bathroom only like 1,000 feet. Walk your sorry ass over there and scrub that motherfucker. Yeah. These poor old guys, man. No wonder. I never done. One time, I had a guy with me, new guy. I stopped in Amarillo, Texas, to fill up, and also when I went in to get me something to eat real quick, because I think he had a Subway in there. And I was in there probably 10 minutes at the most. All of a sudden, I walk out and I see the truck rocking back and forth. I went, what the fuck is wrong with my truck? I thought something was wrong with the motor because the way it was rocking. And I opened up that fucking door and I hear, yeah, baby, yeah, smack at it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I jumped up and I opened up that curtain and it was one of these big old nasty lot listers, and that motherfucker was buried up. I'm talking about knuckle deep. I mean, that's all I could see was his knuckles. That was it. I'm like, get the fuck out of my truck. Oh my God. You nasty whore. She's like, if I get up now, you still paying? He's like, I ain't done yet. I'm like, I'm from Amarillo, Texas, all the way to fucking California and back to North Carolina. I did not sleep back there in the back of my truck. I slept up there in the fucking cab, up there in the front seat. I'm like, hey, it's nasty shit, man. And I told him, if you done that shit on my sleeping bag, I'm gonna cut a motherfucker. Jesus Christ, nasty people. And then one time, this guy's like 65 years old, old guy. I liked him. He was cool. Well, when we got to L.A., I noticed we was in an area because I was back there sleeping. I mean, we were yanking back and forth and hitting humps and bumps. I'm like, where the fuck is it? Are we off-road? And, you know, I lay there and I heard a truck stop. And, you know, I kind of dozed back off, and then I heard a door open. And then I heard him say, "Hey, baby, how much?" And she's like, $25. And he's like, "Well, let me see your tits." And I opened up that curtain. I'm like, "No, let's don't do that shit. I've had a bad experience with this. Bitch, get the fuck out of my truck." So she gets out, and there's like, "Dude, you just cock-blocked me." I said, "I know, I crab-blocked you." Bloop, bloop, bloop. Well, I guess I'll wrap this up. I've had a good time with y'all tonight. This has been a great show. I don't know if anybody listened, but I did have a good time. Well, everybody, that's it for us tonight. I want to thank my amazing friends and the beautiful ladies of Within the Chaos and Black Diamond Paranormal Society for being such great sports tonight. And thank you that if anybody did listen, took the time to listen. I know that one person's listening and he's like, "I've just pissed myself laughing." I'd like to give a big shout out to the Vibe Radio Network and the Holly and Ryan for putting up with us, especially now there's a threesome. Also to all the first responders and our men and women in the armed services, thank you all for your service and the sacrifices you and your families have made for our great nation. And I didn't mean to miss Veterans Day, but I normally put out, you know, a thank you to all, but I'm doing it here. I do it every Thursday night, so I hope I've got it covered. So any of you military people out there, I didn't forget you. I never could, never will. Well, we'll be off next Thursday to celebrate Thanksgiving. So our guest for Thursday night, November 30th, will be Daniel Kalis? K-L-A-E-S. How the hell do you say it? See, I have problems with people's last names.
I have no idea.
Hell, Melinda don't even know. Well, dude, you know who the fuck. We know who we are. Daniel is a co-founder of the Greater Western New York Paranormal Society, producer of Behind the Shadows, radio host of Paranormal Encounters. So tune in on Thursday night, November 30th, to another exciting show starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everyone can go to our Facebook page Within the Chaos, and don't forget to like our page if you don't mind. You can see upcoming guests along with past shows, postings, and like Robin said, you can go to our website also at www.blackdiamondps.org or blogtalkradio.com/Within the Chaos. Thanks again. Until in 2 weeks, everyone have a safe weekend and a happy Thanksgiving and a good night.
Night, y'all, and night, Snoopsy.
Night, Boo. Night, Raven. Now we're going to turn into the fucking Walton.
Good night, Robin.
Robin, if you can still hear me, sorry, I didn't mean to shut you off. Ha! Sorry, didn't mean to. My bad.